dinosaurs. So today I'm going to be talking about makeup shaming. I actually got inspired to do this video from Smokey on YouTube. I'll link her down below. She did a great video talking about makeup shaming, but I just wanted to throw in my own 2 cents and some things that I think about that I just thought would be interesting to add into this conversation. Comment down below anything you guys are thinking. Like this video if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel to become a dinosaur and save a dinosaur from extinction. I love you, dinosaurs. Let's get into it. What started this discussion is there was a makeup group that Smokey found that was called That's It, I'm Makeup Shaming, where people would just post photos of other people's makeup that they don't like, and they would basically talk smack about their makeup and be like, this makeup's ugly, or I don't get why someone would do their eyebrows like this. So Smokey goes in, and I'm just describing her video right now, but she goes in and she explains how, you know, basically that's a waste of your time. Why are you spending your life shaming other people? Also, it's rude, and if it's on Facebook, it's a public forum, so like, it's not really that private, even though you might think you're in private and you feel like you can talk smack. People who actually you're talking about can still see those photos, right? I started thinking about it and I'm like, but there are people who do like fashion videos on YouTube, like I think it's like Haute Couture or something. There's a bunch of people who do like fashion reviews. Daily Grace, she did that, where people would just talk smack about what people wear to red carpets, and I'm like, is that any different? Like, do I think that that's really much different? You could argue that like they're doing it for money or content, yeah, and the other people on Facebook aren't getting any money or not really doing anything with their, you know, it's not productive in any manner. But what is the difference between that and then publicly makeup shaming someone for money? Isn't it worse to shame someone for money? Because then your like job is just to be like Regina George. I don't know. That's very weird. And I personally don't make content usually talking about other people just because, well, one, I don't know them, so I just feel really weird because it's like at the end of the day, like Britney Spears, we don't know her. When she shaved her head, she was going through something and everyone was acting like it was a joke, but like at the end of the day, she's a real person. Like, I think when people get to a certain level of like popularity, people forget that they're humans. There's a Facebook group that I actually follow. I don't post in it, and you can judge me for it, but it's That's It, I'm Wedding Shaming. And people will like talk about like people's weddings and be like, look how ugly this dress is, and I'm like, at the end of the day, like if they want to have a country themed wedding, you don't know their life, you don't know why country music has impacted them so strongly. So yeah, you might think the dress is ugly, but like personally, you don't get it. You don't have the same experiences as them. Like I always say, and like some people are gonna shame me for this, but I think that the what's her name, Meghan Markle, the new like queen or princess for like England, her wedding dress was so boring, and like both of those girls who got married, their wedding dresses were pretty boring, but at the end of the day, they probably see them as beautiful and traditional and like classic, whereas I might like a dress that's like, you know, the see-through dress that have crystals all over you know what I mean? And while I might think that's beautiful, someone else might look at that and be like, that's a provocative wedding dress, and wedding dresses aren't supposed to be provocative. They're supposed to be beautiful and classical and Disney princess. So really, at the end of the day, everything is subjective, and it's like, I don't know. I don't know where to draw the line. Like, do I think it's wrong that Perez Hilton makes his money by talking about other people? I don't know. I don't know if that's wrong. Like, I think it's kind of mean. I don't know, and I think it's like weird to speculate about people that you don't know about. You know what I mean? We really don't know what's happening in any celebrities' lives. Like, as much as I love Trisha, I don't know what happened between her and John Hill. I don't know if she really had feelings for him or if it was all for publicity. I don't know. You know what I mean? None of us really know what's going on in anyone's life. So for us to judge, it's like, imagine if you were famous and people were just commenting about your life. When I get it though, because then people also say, this is why I'm a Libra, because I'm so flip-flop. I'm like, I get both sides. I think everyone's right and everyone's a little wrong. Also, another tangent is like, everyone's makeup is different. Like, depending on culture, depending on your background, depending on what you find aesthetically pleasing, what your mother looked like there's so many different factors, what celebrities you like, you're gonna think something else is beautiful. So like, some people love the arched Instagram eyebrow, whereas like in Asia, it's more common to have straight eyebrows because that's what they think are prettier. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, everyone has their own unique style. Like, some people think punk is super ugly, and some people love the way the punk aesthetic is. Like, there's this one girl I follow on Instagram, I'm gonna put her up here and a few photos of her. She literally looks like a little doll. Like, she's so cute, but I definitely understand how she could not be some people's aesthetics, but I personally think she's like absolutely gorgeous. You can argue though that celebrities do have an effect in your life because they're public figures, so they're allowed to be made fun of, XYZ, or hold people accountable. But I'm like, holding people accountable for loving a culture or holding people accountable because you don't like their style of makeup, that's not holding someone accountable. I feel like that's just being angry. I was watching Glee recently, and there was an episode where Sue Sylvester was like running a newspaper, and she was like, it doesn't matter if it's real or if it's fake, it just matters that you write something. And she was saying, like, once it's out, it's out. Like, once you put the story out there, it's out there.
On to lesson 2, making stuff up. Jacob, I want you to squeeze this toothpaste into your hand. Now put it back in.
I can't.
Exactly.
Oh, no, I didn't. Oh.
Fantastic, Azemia. Now, my point, ladies and gentlemen, is that once the story is out, it's out forever. You can't put it back in.
And that's true. Like, honestly, whenever someone makes a drama video, that video is out there, regardless of if Peter Mon touched a child or not, which I don't think he did, regardless of if Shane Dawson touched his cat, which I don't know. Those videos, that commentary is out there forever. Also, I don't always support everything that Trisha does, because a lot of people, since quite a few people checked out my last Glitter Bitch Box video, I thought I would just throw this out there too. I don't always support things that Trisha does, and I've told her to her face multiple times when I don't support what she's doing. So like, weight loss lollipops. I would never promote any like weight loss drink, any weight loss lollipops, any weight loss anything, because I just personally think that it's all garbage. Yeah, I think all those weight loss things are just pretty much laxatives, and I couldn't put my name on something that I don't support, you know? I also think it's an important thing to point out is that when we're talking about toxicity in the beauty community, we also need to look at who the idols are in the beauty community. Jeffree Star is known for just kind of being a little bit hateful. I don't know if that's allowed to be said because some people really love Jeffree Star, but we can't argue that like he's known for drama and starting like problems. James Charles, he's known for kind of lying. Like, he got famous because of a lie. He used a ring light, he said, in his graduation picture, and that's what made him a cover boy, but actually he just facetuned the picture and lied to Ellen. Who else? Tati Westbrook. She acts so innocent, and then she is the one who caused like Dramageddon 2, and a bunch of people did deep dives afterwards, and they were like, is Tati as innocent as she seems? It's very interesting how a bunch of these people are super problematic, hence the community I think is becoming more problematic. I don't know. Not a lot of people are talking about that aspect of it, but I definitely think like who you watch or who your friends are, you become more like, right? So like if you keep hanging around people who drink, you're more likely to drink. And I just think that if we're all watching these very gossipy, drama-y channels that aren't about really like the love of makeup but are falling into drama categories, I mean, like, I can't argue that Jeffree Star doesn't love makeup. He has a huge collection, XYZ, but I don't know. I don't know. You know? It's just like, if you really just like makeup, why not just talk about makeup? But I also get it because it's what gets views, and I think people care a little more about views than they do about ethics, which is a problem, and which is why drama channels say that they're holding people accountable and trying to avoid XYZ, but then the more people who watch drama channels, the more people who want to talk about drama, the more people who are more hateful and speculating about lives that we don't know about. So I don't know. And then also the cop-out, or not cop-out, but like the excuse that all these drama channels use is like, oh, we're not drama, we're holding people accountable. But if you're biased and you don't hold everyone fairly accountable, are you really holding people accountable, or are you just dragging the YouTubers that haven't given you a check yet? I don't know. Very interesting, very food for thought, but I don't know. The more recently I had a little drama phase where I was super into drama channels. I used to watch a bunch of them, and then the more I was looking into it, like when Smokey Glow said she wasn't going to go to Nick Snyder's party because she didn't want to associate with YouTubers who she finds problematic, so that way she can talk about whoever she wants without actually knowing the person in person, so that way it's easier for you to feel comfortable to talk about what you want. That makes sense to me. But then also people were arguing, well, yeah, she could have just not gone to the party without talking about it. Why did she have to publicize that she's not going to the party? Was that just another move to get subscribers to agree with her that don't like Nick Schneider and Rich Lux? And I'm like, oh my god, I don't know. I don't want to think about all of this politics and all of this drama. Like, I miss when YouTube was just about, like, I miss Shane Dawson doing music. If I'm honest with you guys, I don't know if anyone remembers Superluv, but that was my jam. I'll fight until you're mine, and when trouble comes around, I won't be backing down tonight. That's the era of YouTube I miss. I don't know about you guys. Like, we'll never have the same experience. I will never smell the same smells as you. Even taste. Like, everyone's tongue, I think there was a study on it, but everyone's tongue is slightly different. So, if I taste an apple and you taste an apple, we're not tasting the same apple. Like, it tastes slightly different to one of us. That's why I think it's easier for some people to go vegan. I don't know. That's just my theory on why it's hard for me to be vegan, but, yeah, everyone's tongue is different, so same thing with makeup, same thing with anything, YouTube content. I might not like David Dobrik, but he still has, what, 10 million subscribers? And those 10 million people all like it. There's 7 billion people on the planet. I feel like that's such a hard number to wrap your mind around, like 7 billion, you know what I mean? Like, there's not one YouTuber with 1 billion subscribers, but 1 billion people, you know what I mean? And there's 7 billion, I don't even know. It's just so weird. Like, I couldn't even imagine. There's no arena that can hold 1 billion people. I don't even think there's an arena that can hold 1 million people. But there's just so many people on this planet, so there's always gonna be some makeup that you're not gonna like. You're gonna think, oh, your blending is trash, or I don't like the style of your eyebrows, or bright lips make you look trashy. Everyone's gonna have their own opinion on everything, and that's okay. I think it's just about trying to share your opinion in a positive way, but at the end of the day, everyone has their own life stresses. Your mom could be sick or something. My mom's sick. And maybe your mom being sick makes you super angry, and so you hate on all family channels because they make you think about how sick your mom is. That's fair. You have that anger because of your own life experience and your own thing. But I think that sharing that anger and promoting it and creating a community of hate is very intense. It's like every YouTuber that talks about Amberlynn Reid. Like Charlie Gold, I really liked her for like 3 weeks. And I watched her video. She had one video that was like a story time about, like, I think it was about adoption or about, like, I remember vaguely what it was about, but she told like her life. I watched so much YouTube, I'm sorry, Charlie, but she like talked about her really hard struggles that she had with her life, and it was just so interesting, and that was the first video that got me to click. And then all of her other videos are just tearing apart Amberlynn Reid. It's like, she's a bigger girl too, Charlie, and I'm like, girl, we're supposed to uplift our other women. Like, you can make content talking about how what she's doing is wrong and how you can live a life that's more healthy and be positive, but her videos are just being like, Amberlynn's fat, like Amberlynn's fans are only making fun of her, she doesn't have any fans that really like her. And I'm like, girl, why are you so mad? Why are you so negative? Why so much hatred? Like, let's share the love. Like, YouTube's already angry enough with just comments, so I don't know if we need to make videos that's also just hate videos, you know what I mean? My thoughts will probably offend you. I think she hits a nice little niche where she's not necessarily like hating on people. She always makes it super clear that it's her opinion, and she like comes from like a personal trainer background, but she used to be bigger, and like she explains things, I think, in a way that's better, I think. But it's also like everyone explains things differently, and I know some people don't believe in horoscopes or any of that stuff, which is fair. I mean, I don't like to believe that like the day I was born that decides my whole personality and all my factors, but it is interesting that, like, you know, some signs aren't as good as talking or can't communicate empathy as well. So maybe that's why some of these people have different communication styles, and everyone has a different way of talking. It's like, it's why you're in class and you can work with a different group of people, and those people will work great in a group, and then a next group, everyone's doing all the work on one person. You know what I mean? It's the different styles of communication, the different types of people, and that's why YouTube's also great though, because I guess like if you are someone who just likes hating content, not that I want to call that hating content, but I do think it's pretty angry content, then there's angry content for you to consume, which I think is rad in a way that there is content for everyone, but I also think it's bad because the internet helps communities connect and hate on each other. It's like guru gossip. I've never been on the website, to be honest, but I've heard so many YouTubers talk about it, and it's like some gossip forum where a bunch of people just hate on YouTubers, and it's like, I guess that's good that you get to vent out all of your stress and you have a place where you feel like you have a community that can talk about these hateful, angry things, and sometimes they're positive things and they're bringing important things to life. I don't know. That's like 4chan, you know what I mean? Everyone hates on 4chan, but then at the end of the day, 4chan has caught some pedophiles and like really done some amazing things, but then also 4chan has like outed the wrong people as pedophiles or like done XYZ and created hate mobs for people that aren't really the cause of that problem. And it's just about, I don't know what it's about. I'm not YouTube's philosopher. I'm not YouTube's guide trying to teach everyone how to make their videos or what's moral or what isn't moral. I think you can make content about anything. You have the freedom of speech to make content about anything. I just think using your voice for positivity is super rad, and I personally like those videos more. But then at the end of the day, hate sells, gets clicks, and saying worst YouTuber ever or exposing XYZ is most likely going to get you more views than the best makeup palettes of 2019. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, you just have to decide if that's the choice you want to make. If you want to fall into the hate category and if that's worth it to you for the money or the clout. And I don't know, I don't want to get into a hate category. I like sharing my opinions and I like talking about things. And I'd want people to become more open-minded that creators are humans. I feel like people really forget that. However, I do think that they do have their place on this platform. Like, there are some topics that I would never know about, like the Jaclyn Hill lipsticks. That's important to talk about because people are getting their lips cut up with metal. That's an important subject. Now it's time for eyeliner, the part that can ruin your makeup in 1 second. I just finished my makeup and I feel like I need some sort of concluding point for this. So I guess I'm gonna end it with, you have the freedom of speech to say whatever you want, but if you choose to be a jerk with your freedom of speech, just know that you're still a jerk even though you have the right to say your jerkish things. And as someone who is receiving hate, then just know that you can never stop people from hating on you. People will always have an opinion, regardless of what you do. You can be the most Christian Catholic person in the world, you can be the Pope, and then people are gonna be like, well, the Pope supports pedophilia, and it's like, no matter what you do, someone will always hate you. So the only thing you can do is live your best life and do whatever feels good for you, as long as you're not hurting other people, children, animals, or offending any sort of like race, religion, sexual orientation, XYZ. Yeah, that's sort of my opinions on all of this. I'm a Libra, so I kind of flip-flop a lot. And if you like this video, be sure to like this video. Let me know down below if you want to see more chit-chat, makeup, get ready with me videos, or if you want me to start a drama channel. I don't even know. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this. It's kind of scary for me to put out because I'm just like rambling and this is just like pure thoughts, and I usually have more concise, like this is our topic video. So let me know if you like my just random rambles. And yeah, like this video if you liked it, comment down below your thoughts, feelings, and opinions, and subscribe to my channel to become a dinosaur and you'll save a dinosaur from extinction. I love you, dinosaurs. Bye guys. Rawr!